Good evening once again, everybody. This is Davey Jones. We're live from Pizza Hut in Bucyrus with Wynford Park Coaches Corner West. Coach Cyle Skidmore along with us, and we're going to be talking to Coach Skidmore here in just one moment. Our show brought to you on the WQEL YouTube page by Adam Weisner, everybody at Advanced Fiber Technology. Coach Tim Plumley, Mohegan Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Matt Studer at Spitzer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Kia, just a mile east of the Richland Mall. Rob West at Edgefield Animal Clinic in Marion. Matt Ramsey, John Ziegler, Drew Young, Frank Heinlein, and everybody at Bucyrus Blade, serving worldwide markets since 1951. And Roger Brown at Winks Lock and Safe South Poplar at West Warren Street, Bucyrus. Coach Cyle Skidmore with us, and Coach, a tough loss to Pleasant. This was a defensive struggle from the beginning, was it not?
Oh yeah, yep. It was a defensive battle, that's for sure. I mean, I thought our defense played a heck of a game.
They did.
You know, I mean, I thought all our players played hard. You know, especially the D line. I thought we made some plays, but when it was critical, you know, I thought we did a good job stopping the run.
How was this game different than last year, which also was a kind of a close game? I think you were the winners that last year, right?
Yeah, yep. We won the game last year. I just thought we just made some mistakes. It just didn't.
Mental, physical, or a combination?
Probably a little bit of both. Absolutely, especially on the offense side of the ball. You know, we definitely got to get better. Got to work on some things and clean it up.
All right. Now elaborate a little bit of what we need to work on.
I think we need to have a better pass game going into this next game. I think just some things we can work on in practice. You know, passing the ball. And even at times, you know, we struggle running the ball. So I tell the kids all the time, details matter. You know, especially in practice, you're going to play like you practice.
This game, as you mentioned, defense all the way. Pleasant took a 2-0 lead in at halftime. They scored a safety tackling on a quarterback in the end zone with 9:26 in the second quarter. The only touchdown came in the game, came on a 1-yard run in the second half, and they failed to convert the extra point. So 8-0. If you'd gone into that game, Davy Jones or Dan Messerschmidt or any of the other sports said it's going to be an 8-0 game, would you believe that?
No, I just didn't see it coming. You know, I thought we prepared better, but at the end of the day, you know, the game showed.
All right. We're going to be talking with the players that are here tonight. We've got Hunter Routson, did I pronounce that correctly, buddy? All right. Anthony Evans, Hayden Mason, and Blake Cooper. We'll do that here in just one moment. Our show brought to you on the WQEL YouTube page by the Burkhardt family at Burkhardt Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer on the Manette to Winchester Road. Also brought to you by Rod Steiner and everybody here at Pizza Hut, Bucyrus, and Gallion, the host of the show since 1992. Tabitha Smith and everybody at Waycraft Industries. North Central State College, Mansfield, the Crawford Success Center, Bucyrus. Hannah Newt, Wendy's, downtown Bucyrus and Upper Sandusky, Lee Plymouth, Brad Seibert, Plymouth Insurance Group, Bucyrus, and Gallion. Been around the table here, and we have, first of all, these guys are all JV for the most part, correct?
Yeah.
Some of the guys
play get in, yeah, absolutely, on special teams and everything.
Hunter Routson, a 10th grader, wide receiver and safety. And Hunter, talk to me a little bit about, you know, you've actually got into some varsity action a little bit, right?
Yeah.
All right. Talk a little bit about being a wide receiver in 10th grade. That's pretty impressive that you're a sophomore and already getting some varsity action. You're playing primarily in JVs as a wide receiver. Talk to me a little about that.
It's pretty fun for the most part. Having my quarterback trust me, throwing the ball.
All right.
Yeah.
So you trust your hands, right?
Yeah.
You run the routes correctly?
Yeah.
All right. And, you know, how many times have you had a chance to catch a pass? We've only had one game, right? Or you have 2 games already?
Yeah,
2 games already?
Yeah.
You played week number 1. Did you play?
At Seago.
At Seago? How'd you guys do week number 1?
We took a tough loss.
All right.
It was a good battle.
Well, all right. You're going to give it, how about number 2, week against Pleasant?
We didn't play good.
It was a tough loss.
Yeah.
That was a tough loss. What'd you learn from those games?
We just got to play more physical, play more as a team, learn from our mistakes.
All right. Safety. You also play safety, so you do safety and defense?
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, you know, wide receiver and safety kind of complements each other, does it not?
It does, yeah.
And what have you learned from offense and defense about various positions?
wide receiver also a safety, so I can catch the ball on picks. Defense helped me with my footwork.
Playing any sports besides football?
I play football, baseball, basketball.
Very good. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for coming by.
Yep.
Anthony Evans is also a 10th grader. Have you played some varsity?
Yeah, I've played against.
All right. As a running back?
Yes.
Okay, running back and also a corner. Talk to me a little about being a sophomore and getting to play varsity and also playing JV.
I mean, it's a great experience, especially only in 10th grade to get out there on Friday nights. It feels nice on offense. I haven't gotten in on defense, but
you're working at it. You gave your coach the eye, like you're willing to do that, right?
I am.
You are willing to do that. Talk to me a little bit about being a running back for Wales. You've got some guys and a lot of tradition in front of you.
Yeah, we have some good running backs in front of me. I mean, I just like putting like everything, like all my trust into the offensive line, having them pave the way, get every single yard.
How well are they doing? How trustworthy are they?
I trust every single one.
All right, very, very good, buddy. And as a quarterback, how are things going as far as defense is concerned?
I mean, it's fun. I've only played one JV game as cornerback. Week 1, I didn't play JV, so I haven't got that many looks on defense.
All right. Listen, buddy, I appreciate you stopping by. Job well done. We also have Hayden Mason. Hayden's way down at the other end of the table, running back and linebacker. So talk to me a little bit about the running back position. Have you got any varsity experience at all?
Not at running back, but for JV, it's been tough. But
why has it been tough? Is it a learning experience or what?
Yeah, I think our line. I have faith in our lines, and I know what they can do. I don't think they know what they can do fully, though.
Right.
But they definitely can perform better than most teams.
All right. And talk to me a little bit about being a linebacker as well. Are you inside, outside?
I'm an inside linebacker.
All right.
It's all about your rules, just following your guards, and there's so many trick plays that can mess you up if you don't pay attention.
All right. So I think a lot of people have a misconception, Coach, I'm sure is going to back us up on this, that football is all brawn, no brains, and that's just not the case, is it?
There's so many rules you have to pay attention to depending on each position. Like linebacker, you have to follow your guards, or running backs, you have to hit a certain spot. Safeties, you have to figure out how many guys are out for a route, watch what they're doing.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. Continued success this year. And we also have Blake Cooper, a junior, O-line and D-line. You're playing some JV and varsity?
Personally, I haven't been in yet because I've been out for the first couple weeks from an injury.
All right. And how's the injury coming along?
It's getting better. Today was my first practice back.
First practice back. So are you planning on getting into some either varsity or JV level this week?
I'm probably going to play JV next week.
All right. Talk a little bit about how you nursed your injury along and what you plan to do for O-line and D-line. Which would you rather be, O-line or D-line? You're doing both. Which is best?
They're both pretty fun, but I'm better at O-line and I'm trying to get better at defense.
All right. What's going to make you better at defense?
Shooting off faster and get stronger.
All right. What'd you do over the summer to get stronger? Am I asking the right questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What'd you do during the summer to get stronger?
Worked more legs and ran a lot to get faster.
All right. How about weight room?
Did a lot of arms.
All right. And I'm sure that you're going to be encouraging to use the weight room as much as you possibly can.
That's a big thing.
So pay attention to your coach on that, buddy. Thanks a lot for coming by. We're going to break for a second. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Lucas. Coach, you were. When did you graduate from Wynford? 2015. Do you remember Lucas when they were in the NCC?
Not really. I mean, I went to the games probably.
All right, well, they were a doormat for a long, long time. I mean, look out, we take a week off, these guys were bad. Not the case anymore. Not the case at all. And if you go into that kind of attitude, you're probably going to get shellacked, and I know you're not going to let that happen. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Our show brought to you by Luann Krebs and River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing, and Signs, Route 309, right across from the Marion Depot. Dr. Erica Schieber, the Osiris Veterinary Service at 222 West Mary Street. Dr. Thomas F. Britton, Clubview Vision Center. Also, we've got Mike Kleina at Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Montpelier, and Marion. The Ohio State University of Marion, a Big Ten education close to home. Ted Coder and Monarch Body Shop in Dutchtown, and Blythe Freedley and Todd McDougal at Freedley and Company Insurance up in New Washington. We're talking about Lucas. Back in the old days of the NCC, and they transitioned over to the N10 for a very short period of time before they transitioned out. But I remember Lucas as being not a very good football program, and then all of a sudden they caught fire. And they've gone deep in the playoffs. In fact, if memory serves me right, didn't they get to the state championship?
Yeah, yep. I don't know exactly what year, but they for sure did.
Yeah, those guys, it's a different program. And you got to prepare differently for them because they're much better for them. It used to be kind of there and not anymore. Let's talk a little bit about what to expect from this.
I mean, they're a very disciplined team. You can tell they're really well coached. I think they're very physical up front. I know they run that double wing, double tight offense, and sometimes that's hard to defend. I think they do a really well job with that, and obviously, their coaches, they know what they're doing.
All right. So what can we, that's what to expect. How can we counter that? And without giving the game plan away, what are we working on this week?
Biggest thing is to stop that offense, you just got to be physical up front. That's the main. You cannot get blown off the ball. And I think we struggled sometimes with that last year. How they come off the ball. They do. They definitely do. They know how to block. We just got to be physical.
All right. So is part of being physical the mental situation as well?
Yeah. So mental toughness. Sometimes there's going to be times in the game. They're going to get blown off the ball for sure. Some of our D linemen are going to get blown off the ball. But how do you react when that happens? You can't let it happen every play.
All right. So are we on the road or are we at home?
We are home.
We're home, so we'll get a big crowd out at the Wynford Football Stadium. Coach, we thank you so much for showing up and bringing your guys along with you. You guys have a great week. Remember, next week it's Tuesday.
Okay.
Because of Labor Day, all right? We got the Buckeye Central Bucks coming up in just a very few minutes on Coach's Corner West, live from our Pizza Hut and on the WQEL YouTube page. That comes up in just one moment.